this. How did the Romans destroy the temple? And how did they knock down the top half of the retaining walls if the stones weighed like from 4 to whatever, 100,000 tons each one, 100 tons each one? How did they do it?
Camel.
No way, man. You can't get to the cornerstone. It's below ground. Next. Catapults, they bounce off like ping pong balls. Battering ram couldn't even put a dent in the wall.
A wrecking ball.
Even a wrecking ball today probably couldn't move the stones of Everett.
Really?
Wow.
Put wood underneath somehow or something to
Nitroglycerin.
lever it up.
No way. What'd you say?
Nitro.
In other words, you're thinking that the Romans blew it up?
Possible.
Listen, what did you say?
Blew it up.
Nitro. I said nitro. They
Okay,
didn't have
but you're
nitro.
talking explosives, right?
Right.
Were Romans good builders?
Yes.
They were
Yes.
better destroyers.
Wow.
Okay, they knew science. They knew all about the elements of nature. They know everything about different types of trees, the anatomy of a person, and they know about stones. This is a porous stone. This is limestone, which means that if there's a crack in the stone someplace, then dew or rain can go inside the stone and be caught inside like a little compartment, like a little cavity. The Romans knew this. The Romans knew that if you heated up limestone to a certain degree, it starts to split and it starts to crack. And if you poured water on that, then all that water would seep inside the overheated stones. The water inside the stones that were caught in there, the pressure would start to build, sort of like a teapot, okay, like a volcano. And then once it starts boiling and everything, it bursts and everything goes flying all over the place. The Romans blew up the temple.
Wow.
You ever read about how Hannibal went across the Alps with elephants and troops and all this to get to Rome? And there was a barrier there, part of the Alps. You know what they did? They blew it up. The same thing. Only there they didn't use water. What they did was the best thing, they used vinegar. Vinegar has a certain chemical in it that does another reaction. Where did the vinegar come from? Because the Roman soldiers were rationed this very inexpensive, very cheap wine that was like borderline wine vinegar. So they all put their water in to get all their wine together. They poured it on the overheated stones and they blew half the Alps open so they could move elephants through there. Anyway, let me tell you exactly how they did it. You hold this for me, please? Thank you very much.